Have you ever been alone in your room, staring at your window, or being in a cafe drinking your favorite drink while having a question in mind? Regardless of where I am, what I eat, or what I drink, I'm just sitting alone, either with noise or silence as my only companion, as I imagine myself that one day I'm not going to be here anymore on Earth. What will remain here will only be what people remember about me. But what do I want to be remembered for? There can be many ways you can be remembered, but by whom? By your family? Friends? Society? Do you even want to be remembered? In life, we complain about work, politics, economy, and all sorts of problems around the world, when we still don't realize that we have 2 arms, 2 legs, a brain, and a good health. Now imagine if both your legs have been amputated. Then is there any way to achieve something that the world will recognize you for, even with no legs? Maybe this famous athlete from South Africa could answer this question. Oscar Pistorius took his fate into his hands by acquiring running blades, where he would become the fastest man with no legs, as he won several Olympic gold medals in the Paralympic Games. Now this is something to be proud of, and to be remembered, as the impossible has been achieved. Unfortunately, while generations pass, people will only remember him as the Olympic gold medalist who killed his girlfriend. Rule number 1. Society only remembers the most impacted actions that mark somebody's life. Rule number 2 requires you to be consistent in your life with your objectives in order to be remembered the way you want to be. I remember my middle school years in Saudi Arabia about a principal who sadly passed away named Raymond Bruce Hudson. He was always very kind, he would always greet every student and every parent by their name, and he would also make jokes of himself that made everyone laugh. I especially remember the events that he organized every year where he would say, like, if the whole class would get good grades or collect money for charity, he would give a special reward to the entire school. One of the rewards was that he would allow the students to place the ingredients on him in order to make the perfect cake. So the flour, the eggs, the milk, and the water were poured on him, where everyone, especially him, had fun. We don't know if he wanted to be remembered like this, but we, the students, remember him because of his consistent attitude and actions. Therefore, rule number 3, it is not necessarily important to perform heroic actions, but just simple actions that bring a smile to the world. As I finished my last cookie, my last drink, I began to wonder, how do I want to be remembered? And to tell you the truth, I want to be remembered for who I am, a man who has a passion for films, a man who will create entertainment and joy through the films that I will create. But the question still needs to be answered. How will you remember me?